Let's now discuss the new minimum wage further. Now, I'm now being joined by Jide Ojo, political affairs analyst. Thank you so much for your time. Now, what do you make of the newly approved new minimum wage, considering how long the negotiation dragged on for?
Thank you, Tamnore. I think this is a very heartwarming news. Um, Given the fact that the two sides, the labor unions and the government's negotiation team, have finally reached a consensus, and they have fostered a win-win situation. Uh, Recall that as of last week, even up to this day, labor unions were insisting on 250,000 minimum wage. From the initial 615,000, they came down to 250,000, and now they have agreed with the federal government for 70,000. And if you look at the steps that the President Tinubu has started to take, just yesterday, it has sent the National Assembly received the amendment to the 2024 Appropriation Law and Finance Act, where over 3 trillion has been earmarked to capture the new minimum wage in the new budget or in the amended budget. So government seems to be ready to go. And I am very positive that before the end of this month, that law will be passed, just the same way they did the national anthem law. It will receive speedy approval, and Nigerian labor unions, Nigerian workers can now start to enjoy their new minimum wage with effect from 1st of May, because it has been agreed that it will be backdated to May. But beyond and above that is also the fact that the federal government has also pledged to support the organized private sector and the subnationals to be able to cope. Recall that the Nigerian Governors Forum said they cannot even pay 60,000 minimum wage. That was about a month ago. But now the federal government has pledged that it will come to their assistance and support them to be able to pay this new minimum wage, which then means that it's heartwarming news for workers across the country. But we must also not be too excited yet, because until when we see the implementation of this new minimum wage, that's when we can say Eureka. More so that part of the reason why labor union said they agree with the federal government is that they will not have to wait for 5 years for this new minimum wage to be reviewed. It's going to be reviewed every 3 years. And not only that, uh, the federal government has also agreed to pay the 4 months that is owing the university workers, that's Senior Staff Association of Nigerian Universities, as well as the Non-Academic Staff Union of Universities, which is part of the grounds that has made these people to go on protest, and they have promised to shut down the universities. So invariably, we are going to have some respite across the labor unions. And
All
that
right.
is very good news for us, because with this and the agreement that the labor unions have also considered to taking this new minimum wage, it means that there will be no industrial action, no strike, both in the universities and across the uh, workers spectrum.
All right,
Yes.
sorry to cut you short, Mr. Jide Ojo. Now, back to Nigerian workers. Now, considering the economic context and current inflation rate, how would you say this new minimum wage is significant to Nigerian workers?
It is very significant. Remember, we are coming from 30,000 minimum wage. So this is more than double. This is
Double the money.
about 120% increase. So that is heartwarming. No government on earth will have paid the 250,000 minimum wage, because you have to consider two factors. That's sustainability and affordability. If they had insisted on 250,000 or 200,000, it then means that the states and the federal government may have had to resort to rationalization of staff, which means they will have downsized the staff strength. But with this now, they promise that the federal government was supposed to, the federal government has pledged to support the subnationals and the organized private sector. Then it means that the sustainability and affordability question is no longer there. But more importantly, all are other ancillary benefits that has also been mentioned. Don't forget, Amilore, that the Minister of Information and National Orientation said there are CNG buses which will be put on the road. CNG, compressed natural gas buses, is believed that it will reduce the cost of transportation. There are housing units that are being embarked upon by federal government. And then there are also other palliatives. Just a couple of days ago, we saw the federal government distributing 740 trucks of grains across the state. So there are so many other incentives that are being given to workers to cushion the effect of the rising cost of living, coupled with the emergency on food security, where government intend to improve food production. So all of these things are what workers spend their money to buy. You know, if the price of food is crashed and the price of transportation is also reduced, it then means that even that 70,000 will be able to enhance and take care of many more family members.
All right, political affairs analyst JJ Ojo, thank you so much for your time.